Tony. Well, there was... Do you remember... who was it that did Captain Planet?
What do you mean, who was it?
You remember Captain Planet, right?
Very much so, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember Captain Planet.
Okay. So Captain Planet was basically the brainchild of one of those guys that did that. Where?
Up, it's going off,
It's the brainchild of one of those guys that didn't like violence. And because of that, it was really preachy. I mean, think about the end of G.I. Joe, you know, and now I know, and knowing is half the battle.
Oh, the PSAs? Yeah.
Yeah. Just imagine that being the entire episode of Captain Planet.
Oh, God, it was horrible.
Right. So there was when Megatron was first brought back, and they were bringing back Transformers, and it was animated, and they did it where he was a tank. It just really had like that type of mentality all over it.
Yeah, that whole violence is bad.
Yeah, because it's like we can't have him be a gun.
So we have to have him be something that a kid can't get a hold of.
Right, and so he's a tank, which, if you think about it, is a really big gun.
Well, yeah.
But they nerfed the Predacons, because, like, the Predacons were on they were on the moon. And so they would teleport, or they would beam themselves down to Earth, and they'd be like, "This is our evil plan!" Mwahaha! And then the Autobots would get wind of it, and they would pop up and they go, "Hey guys, like we're here to," and then Megatron goes, "No, the Autobots!" and then he'd teleport away.
Yeah.
That was every episode.
Foiled again, and then he just runs away.
They're here. We're not even going to fight them.
Foiled again. I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you and that stupid dog. Oh wait, wrong.
You meddling kids.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Captain Planet, man, it was very preachy. Even back then, it was very preachy. And keep in mind, and I know you went through this a lot. You know, you're at least around the same age as I am. I was a little too old for Power Rangers when it came out.
Yeah.
Like there's this, like, and even nowadays there's this huge hype for Power Rangers, and it's taken so many incarnations, and it's like, just let it freaking die, man. Just it wasn't that great of a TV show to begin with.
Yeah.
It really wasn't. There were so many plot holes in that TV show. I mean, seriously, you could fill the Grand Canyon with the plot holes that were in that show. But I was old. I was old. I was too old for that when it came out. Like,
how old are you?
I love Power Rangers, and I was like, it's stupid. No, I don't like it.
Hold on.
I could see Mr. Whalen's excitement as he met me on the shuttle platform. The research facility is impressive, but it was the look in his eyes. Something has his full attention. I've never seen him so alive.
All right. Okay, how old are you? Because I know we're close.
I'm 36.
Okay. I'm 33.
Oh, okay. So,
I was right there at the outer cusp of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And my sister was 5 years younger than me. My brother was 9 years younger than me. So my brother was all about it. So he and I would watch it together. We watched, like, I grew up 3 times. I grew up on my sister's cartoons, and I grew up on my brother's cartoons. So I know, like, Dexter's Laboratory, Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Like, I am well-versed. Hello, Ed boy! You know, I'm well-versed in all of that stuff. But, so, the original movie, the original show wasn't that bad. At least for me. I mean, like, it was, I could kind of see, like, okay, why is she always attacking Angel Grove?
Yeah, like, there are other places to attack.
Or, why don't you just go, you know, Meltar, or whoever the hell it was that made his villains. Make me a monster! Okay, my dearly terrificus, yes, oh yes, look, I've made this monster for you. Good, now make me something that can kick that thing's butt.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, okay, alright, I'm going to make this. Okay, now make me something that, like, just repeat the process like 5 or 6 times. To where there's like 6 or 7 of these dang things. And she goes, are there any monster limit? Well, we make putties by the bajillion, so no, not really. Throw it all at Angel Grove, like. Or better yet, put one in America, one in Japan, like, spread them all out.
Nah, see, Sailor Moon covered Japan, so...
Yeah, that's right. No, Sailor Moon didn't do shit. It was all her lackeys, man. Like, even as a kid, I hated that show. She was the most useless superhero ever.
Exactly. See, there's a reason why I was... And this has nothing to do with the whole, you know, feminism movement or whatnot. If you're a feminist, that's fine. If the whole damsel put in a situation in which she's constantly, pulled out of it by her friends, and yet she is given the credit for it.
Okay, look, hold on. No. Look, Buffy.
Buffy was a badass.
Yeah, Janeway from Voyager. I mean, you have all of these...
One of my favorite captains, yes.
Yes,
agree.
But here it is, you have this character that never learns. Like, she never gets taught. She never takes any training. She never gets better. That's one thing that I liked about Avatar: The Last Airbender with Toph, with Katara, is they got better.
Yes.
You know,
Sailor Moon was the epitome of, she was the embodiment of Deus Ex Machina.
Well, she had the Doom cannon. She had the tiara of Doom.
Yeah, that's it. That's all she had.
Well, here is the thing, is that if you really want to think about it, chauvinism probably made that show bad.
I think it did, and I think it tried a little too hard to pander to the female demographic.
No. You miss what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is, it's like, okay, look at, say, I love the show Leverage, right?
Okay.
So Leverage is really good. You've got all of these different characters. Then you have, like, the one black guy who, despite being so intelligent, he could hack the FBI, the CIA, and the IRS with his smartphone with one thumb. Is essentially, yeah, man, like, you guys, like, be crazy, yo, this be... Dude, are you serious? You know, so it's kind of like, okay, we're gonna make this woman and she's gonna be badass, but she's just going to be, you know, basically the epitome of the damsel in distress, but with a doom cannon for a tiara.
That was pretty much it. But if you think about it, she is the embodiment of her. Everything goes in her way at the very end. Be it, what was his name? The tuxedo guy?
Tuxedo Mask, yeah.
Yeah, that guy. He would always come in at the right time. Deus Ex Machina. Her friends would always show up right at the exact time where she's about to have her vagina kicked in. Deus Ex Machina. I mean, she constantly got saved by everybody. Now, okay, you want to get into, like, female characters? Let's go back to Aliens. Ellen Ripley. Ellen Ripley was a badass.
very much ahead of her time.
Oh, yeah, totally. She was just thrown into the situation, and she was like, well, I gotta do it.
Actually, she's the one grabbing the Marines, going, I don't care, pull it together.
Exactly. Now, I'm all for having a female in a heroic aspect, like an elite. You know, that's freaking fine. I love that. But don't go back and pan to girls by saying, oh, you know, we're going to throw you back into the damsel in distress era. No, it's not the way it works.
That was...
Strong females exist. Period.
Well, that's kind of like one of the things that I liked about, God, what was that? Highlander, right?
Yeah.
What I dug about that was like, okay, Tessa was the girlfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, she had no fighting capabilities. She wasn't an immortal. She didn't know how to use a sword. And even if he taught her, immortals, be they male or female, are stronger and faster than mortal men.
Yes, exactly.
And yes, there was that kind of, okay, we want to fight Duncan MacLeod, so we're going to kidnap Tessa thing. You know, because Duncan is like, oh, I don't want to have to fight if I don't have to. But she would, like, oh my god, the amount of, like, of a drop that you... There was one time where an immortal tried to kidnap her while she was welding. She turned the blowtorch and goes, oh, I know I can't beat you, but I'll give you a facelift that you'll never forget.
Yeah.
Like, your regeneration will not handle the stuff that can melt metal.
Exactly. And then even back in the old days, I didn't even watch it. You had Gina Ward of Princeton, who was, from what I remember, a badass. I didn't watch the show, I wasn't a fan, but I can still acknowledge that she was a freaking badass. She was like the equivalent of, I guess you could...
Who was?
Xena?
Oh, yeah. Xena was awesome.
Yeah, see, I didn't watch the show, so, you know, I didn't really keep up with that or anything, but, I mean, and then, Scully, Agent Scully, from the X-Files.
Right.
She was a badass. Yeah, she did have her points in which she did need to be saved, or she was confused, or whatever, but she was never, ever, ever that damsel in distress, you know?
I would honestly, like, or, who else was badass? Aaron's son.
From...
Farscape.
Oh, damn, that's old school, dude. I haven't watched Farscape in years.
Like, even if you want to go in the sense of, who's the Delvian? God, who was the Delvian? The Delvian was, God, who was the Delvian? The Delvian... Anyways, the blue chick.
Yeah.
Right. Even, like, she was never the damsel in distress. She wasn't even a combatant. But she was strong as hell and just kind of be like, that's adorable.
Yep. and see, most video games nowadays actually have both a male and a female protagonist. And, or well, given into any aspect, there are usually male and female protagonists, which is a good thing, because you remember back in the day when we had He-Man and every other, you know, girl had She-Ra, the Princess of Power?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's like, okay, talk about Deus Ex Machina, let's just give it that, but still. One of my favorite characters from Borderlands, too, is Tiny Tina. And not, you know, because she is a female. It's because she's freaking psychotic, and she can handle herself. It's like she is one of my favorite characters, and it has nothing to do with her sex whatsoever.
You know, I do gotta kind of jump in here and say, in these, like, as much as I'm enjoying these conversations, I should probably avoid political stuff.
Well, yeah, exactly.
In the streams.
Yeah, understood.
You know, as much as we're sitting here going, oh yeah, these female, they're badass. Yeah.
Yeah, when anybody ever asks me my political standpoint, the only thing I can ever retort with is kneel before Zod.
Hello Guilders, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, catch me live on Twitch. The link is below. If you're up for it, hit on the next episode. If not, and you're looking for something a little bit different, be sure to check out the videos to the left and to the right. See you next time.
Okay, age test. Do you remember Crystal Pepsi?
Unfortunately, yes. Hi, I'm looking for Ray Finkel. Shit. And a clean pair of shorts.
Systems critical.
Oh god, I'm gonna die. Yep.